Hey hockey fans, before we dive into this look at Kirill Kaprizov, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more NHL content. Kirill Kaprizov has taken the NHL by storm since his debut with the Wild. His electrifying play and goal scoring have made him the most exciting player in franchise history. But with rumors swirling about a potential move to a division rival, how long will the thrill remain in the state of hockey? But first, let's explore the journey of this Russian sensation and the impact he's made on the Wild. Born on April 26, 1997 in Novokuznetsk, Russia, Kirill Kaprizov showed promise from an early age. Growing up in a small village about 60 miles outside of Novokuznetsk, young Kirill began playing hockey at just 4 years old. His dedication was evident from the start as he traveled daily between his village and the city center for practice before eventually moving to the city to further his hockey career. Kaprizov's talent was evident as he progressed through the Metallurg Novokuznetsk Hockey School, eventually joining their junior team, Kuznetsky Medvedi. His professional career began in 2014 when he debuted for Metallurg in the Continental Hockey League, Russia's top professional league. Despite being drafted by the Minnesota Wild in the 5th round of the 2015 NHL entry draft, 135th overall, Kaprizov continued to hone his skills in the KHL. Interestingly, the Wild scouting department only became aware of Kaprizov when smog from the 2014 California wildfires delayed their flight home from a scouting trip in Russia, allowing them to attend one of his games. This stroke of luck would prove to be a franchise-altering moment for Minnesota. Kaprizov's KHL career was nothing short of spectacular. After a season with Salavat Yuliyev UFA in 2016-17, he joined CSKA Moscow, where he truly began to shine. During his time with the CSKA, Kaprizov won the Gagarin Cup in 2019 and set numerous personal records. He was selected to 5 consecutive KHL All-Star games from 2016 to 2020, showcasing his consistent excellence. In his final KHL season in 2019-20, Kaprizov showcased his elite talent, leading the league with 33 goals and finishing third with 62 points in just 57 games. He also became the youngest player in KHL history to score 100 career goals. His dominance in the KHL only highlighted the anticipation for his eventual NHL debut. While Kaprizov was dominating the KHL, Wild fans eagerly awaited his arrival in Minnesota. The wait was long, but it proved to be well worth it. On July 13, 2020, Kaprizov finally signed a 2-year entry-level contract with the Wild, setting the stage for his much-anticipated NHL debut. When Kaprizov stepped onto the ice for his first NHL game on January 14, 2021 against the Los Angeles Kings, he didn't just meet expectations, he shattered them. In a performance that would set the tone for his NHL career, Kaprizov recorded 2 assists and scored the game-winning goal in overtime, becoming the first player in NHL history to tally 3 points and an overtime goal in his debut. The accolades quickly piled up for the Russian phenom. Kaprizov set Wild rookie records for goals, 27, and points, 51, in the shortened 20-21 season, earning him the Calder Memorial Trophy as the NHL's Rookie of the Year. He received 99 out of 100 first-place votes, the highest percentage since '93. This historic season made him the first player in Wild franchise history to receive the honor. Kaprizov's sophomore season was even more impressive. He obliterated the Wild's single-season records, scoring 47 goals and 108 points. His dynamic play helped Minnesota set franchise records for wins, 53, and points, 113, in a season. The Wild had finally found their superstar, a player capable of changing the game every time he touched the puck. The 2022-23 season saw Kaprizov continue his ascent to NHL stardom. Despite missing 13 games due to injury, he still managed to reach the 40-goal mark for the second consecutive season, becoming the first player in Wild history to achieve this feat. His consistent production and ability to elevate his game in crucial moments have made him an indispensable part of the Wild's lineup. Fans and teammates alike have been in awe of Kaprizov's skills. His ability to create offense out of seemingly nothing, his lethal shot, and his hockey IQ have drawn comparisons to some of the game's greatest players. Nicknames like Dollar Bill Kirill and Kirill the Thrill reflect the excitement he brings to the ice. Off the ice, Kaprizov has shown a dedication to improving his game and adapting to life in North America. His humble demeanor and work ethic have endeared him to teammates and fans alike. Kaprizov's impact on the Wild franchise can't be overstated. In just 4 seasons, he's climbed to 4th all-time in goals, 160, and 7th in points with 330 for the team. He's given Minnesota fans a legitimate superstar to cheer for, something the franchise has lacked since its inception in 2000. Beyond his NHL achievements, Kaprizov has also made his mark on the international stage. He was a key player for the Olympic athletes from Russia that won the gold in 2018. Kaprizov scored the golden goal in overtime of the final match against Germany, securing the first gold medal for the Russian ice hockey team since '92. However, despite Kaprizov's individual brilliance, team success has been harder to come by in Minnesota. The Wild have yet to advance past the first round of the playoffs with Kaprizov on the roster, a fact that has led to speculation about his long-term future with the team. In the 2023 playoffs, Kaprizov was largely held in check by the Dallas Stars' defense, managing only 1 goal and no assist as the Wild were eliminated in 6 games. And this brings us to the elephant in the room, the swirling rumors about Kaprizov's future in Minnesota. With 2 years remaining on his current contract, one might expect the Wild to be working on an extension for their superstar. However, recent reports have cast doubt on whether Kaprizov sees his long-term future in the state of hockey. In a bombshell report, The Athletic's Mark Lazarus suggested that Kaprizov might be eyeing a move to the Chicago Blackhawks when he becomes a free agent in 2026. While Lazarus has since clarified his comments, stating that Kaprizov is merely intrigued by the possibility rather than actively seeking a move, the report has sent shockwaves through the Wild fanbase. The idea of Kaprizov leaving for a division rival, especially one with the storied history of the Blackhawks, is a nightmare scenario for Wild fans. The potential pairing of Kaprizov with the young phenom Connor Bedard in Chicago is a tantalizing prospect for neutral observers, but a terrifying one for those in Minnesota. As Lazarus put it, "You put him on the wing with Bedard, that would be incredible." It's important to note that these rumors are just that, rumors. Kaprizov himself has not publicly expressed any desire to leave Minnesota. When asked about his future in April, he focused on the present, saying, "We have a lot of good players on the team. We always have a chance to win games and go to the playoffs." The Wild front office is well aware of the importance of keeping Kaprizov happy and in Minnesota long-term. General Manager Bill Guerin has emphasized the need to show Kaprizov that the team is committed to winning. The challenge for the Wild is that they've been hamstrung by salary cap penalties from previous contract buyouts, limiting their ability to add talent around Kaprizov. The team is still paying huge salary cap penalties after buying out Zach Parise and Ryan Suter, which has prevented them from making major offseason roster additions. There is a silver lining for Wild fans, however. The team's cap situation is set to improve dramatically after the 24-25 season, potentially allowing them to make significant additions to the roster. The Parise and Suter buyout penalties will drop from $14.7 million to $1.7 million for the 25-26 season, freeing up substantial cap space. This timing aligns perfectly with Kaprizov's contract situation, giving the Wild a chance to convince their star that they can build a legitimate contender around him. The possibility of a trade seems remote at this point. Kaprizov is simply too valuable to the Wild both on and off the ice, unless it becomes clear that he has no intention of re-signing. It's hard to imagine Minnesota even considering moving him. However, if it does become apparent that Kaprizov won't re-sign, the Wild might be forced to explore trade options and avoid losing him for nothing in free agency. As we look to the future, the next 2 seasons will be crucial in determining Kaprizov's long-term home. If the Wild can make strides toward becoming a true Stanley Cup contender, they may be able to lock up their superstar for the long haul. If not, the allure of playing alongside young talent like Bedard in a major market like Chicago could become too tempting to resist. For now, Wild fans should enjoy every moment of Kaprizov's brilliance on the ice. His combination of skill, creativity, and work ethic make him one of the most exciting players in the NHL. Whether he remains in Minnesota for his entire career or eventually moves on, Kirill Kaprizov has already cemented his place as the greatest player in Wild history. And as we wrap up this look at Kirill Kaprizov's journey and uncertain future, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think he'll stay with the Wild long-term, or could we see him in a different jersey in 2026? Let us know, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more content. And speaking of more content, click on one of these videos right here to continue watching, and I'll see you in the next one.